Free socks. Free socks.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another exciting edition of the Triple B Experience. I'm your host, Bad Bubba Brewer, in the house tonight, Thursday night, a little after 9. It seems like there's not enough time today to get stuff done, but we got an exciting show tonight. Probably, once again, these picks are getting harder and harder to actually put on and take off. And we're going to talk some pulp culture, and we're also going to talk about last week's episode of Peacemaker before the big finale tonight, because I think a couple of us are going to be watching it right after the show. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcoming to the show, he is the host of West Virginia Mountaineer Mafia. He's my co-host on Steelers Dynasty podcast. He probably has a ton of movies that that are probably all good, and we only know what Shane can do. But everybody, welcoming to the show, a special field correspondent, Shane Stodmiller. Hi, Shane. How you doing?
Just wrapped up my show, ready to talk some pop culture and go over some movies that don't suck.
Okay. How'd your show go? Who do you guys play this week?
We're a bye week, which bye week shows are kind of tough to do, but we had a really good interaction. A guy call in who's not Ohio State fan, and he's batshit crazy, and he's fun to have on. But I have him on. I kept him on track so he didn't go down rabbit holes, which was good.
No. Well, that's kind of like me, what I do.
Chasing rabbits, as Afton would say.
Well, good rabbits, good eating. Rabbit eating is pretty good. I haven't had a rabbit in a while. So, but yeah, I haven't. But anyway, also welcoming to the show, the Thursday Night Tripod. He's the action figure extraordinaire genius who's actually excited because they had a big expanding lineup at the New York Con here. So he's ready to shell out some cash to get some more figures on that wall. He knows his pulp culture, and he wants to talk a lot about Peacemaker. He's real excited because tonight is the episode. He said, Bubba, I'm jumping off, and I got to see that last episode. And it's going to be a humdinger. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, as always, is our man, Cable. Cable, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good. So you said you were excited. You got money saved up. You're going to put more figures on the wall, add to your figure room. So today was a good day for you.
It was a good day. Hasbro Marvel Legends have been kind of hit or miss the last year or so. I haven't been really opening up the wallet for them much, but today they showed off a lot of good stuff. Had a lot of figures crossed off my wish list, so that's always a good day.
Out of your list, Cable, which one is most excited for? Is it Werewolf by Night or which one?
It's probably Executioner. I've wanted him for so long. I can't believe that they didn't make him until now. And he's the Build-A-Figure. He's perfect. He's hulks over everybody else. He's perfect size. They nailed the likeness. So I'm really excited for that one.
So you five figures for him to be put together.
Yes.
That's what sucks. That's how they get you. Shane.
But luckily, sometimes that happens, and there's only like 2 characters I'm interested in the wave, so then I got to go to eBay to get the other parts loose. But this one, everybody that has a part with it is somebody I want to get anyway. So, in a sense, it's 2 for 1 when it shakes out that way. So,
I don't have as many. I have this much compared to the guy on the other side of you. I have this much, and thanks to him, which I didn't start fucking collected for fucking 15 fucking or 20 years, and then I got back into it. So thanks to Cable, I do the same. I try to do the stuff that he does. The last one I think I got was ROM Space Knight, and I just completed that series in the comic book line, and I hope maybe, but I don't. Hasbro has to put him into a movie, but the problem is, a lot of the characters are Marvel characters that can't transform over if they ever do a TV show or something like that. So, but Yeah, that's another hobby, Shane. I didn't need it, and thanks to him, I got a whole bunch of loose.
You think you're out?
They pull you back in. So, guys, tonight, like we said, tonight is a big night. We're gonna, I'm gonna probably go right to HBO Max. Starting with you, Shane. How did you like that last episode of Peacemaker, man?
Boy, what a setup, huh? For the finale. What the hell's gonna happen? I mean, if I haven't said it enough, Vigilante is a narcissist and he's batshit crazy and supporting character to have in any team. He's a maniac.
Well, Cable, what did you think of that last episode? I know you probably dissected it through and through, and it was something else. Like, I thought it was going to get way worse. I mean, it was bad, but I thought it was going to be way worse due to the racial connotation in Earth X. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that part was handled really well. Yeah, it was done great, but more so what got me was what happened to his family in that universe. That was so emotional. Him watching his brother get stabbed and then, yelling for them to stop. And, his dad, just as you realize his dad isn't a bad guy in that universe, Judo Master comes flying in and kills him. Like, that was a heavy episode. I think that might be the best episode of Peacemaker ever, or it might be my favorite.
I have a question for you two.
Okay.
When I saw the blue of Peacemaker's dad, I'm like, maybe he's not a bad guy because the other costume was red.
Mm-hmm.
And were you getting the feeling that, okay, maybe he's not a bad dude, and then all of a sudden he ends up not being a bad guy?
I didn't. I thought he was just a little bit better due to the fact of the different alternate universe. I thought he was still bad, but he wasn't that bad.
He was an asshole heavy, and you just thought, okay, but he was actually like not a Nazi.
Yeah, that same as Bubba. I didn't see that coming. I thought he was still, a rough guy. I just thought he wasn't quite as bad, or maybe, Chris was just so happy to see him again that, the interactions came through as more heartfelt than they would have been if it was the Peacemaker from that universe. So when you found out just how good he was, because he was still, when they were looking for Peacemaker and he told him to get the F off of his lawn or whatever he told him because they didn't have the warrant, he's still like great Robert Patrick acting.
Right.
He still was coming across like he was because he had that standoff in the first season with the cops at his front door also, but he wasn't racist and he wasn't in. I loved how he said that he fought the battles he could fight. That was such a good way to sum up who he was in that universe. You're not always going to be able to turn the world into a perfect place, but what he was able to do, he did. So,
well, I know when they took the cops out, now in that universe, the cops are all bad. Like, they fucking wiped them out, I'm like, holy shit. But I mean, his brother just in a sea of blood, turning emotional, because I seen him on an interview where he was talking about it. He goes, I was crying when, because his dad got, and he got fucking stabbed, and all of a sudden it went from crying to anger, like he's fucked off. Now, like none of us know. I mean, I don't know how they're I don't know anything on how they end this because I didn't want any spoilers because you know how people are.
It just came out and it's coming out right now, so there's no one to spoil it.
Well, that's good because some people, I think the people that have like big time pulp culture fucking channels and shit, they see stuff earlier than
stuff leaks out.
Be like, boom.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm excited. I want to watch it. I think it's a great show. I actually once it's done, I'm probably canceling my fucking HBO Max. I mean, it is what it is. Until maybe Creature Commandos or some other James Gunn thing coming from DCU. And like I told Cable, Shane, like the top comic books, that are out now are all DC Absolute, like all those Absolute lines. And I'm like, and I have them all, but I just haven't read them. And that's a different universe where there's actually a comic book out now this week, I think, that actually the main character gets killed. And I'll let you guys guess what. I don't know if it's an alternate universe or whatever, but in this issue, the first issue, one character gets killed. So I'll go with you, Cable. Which character gets killed out of this one DC comic book? I'm just throwing out there.
Universe
I don't know what it. I don't know what it. It's not the main, but it's some kind of new book that come out. And the first issue, they fucking wipe out somebody.
I have no idea. So it's a number one.
It's a number one issue, yeah, and they wipe somebody out, which you'd never fucking think.
Oh, Green Arrow.
No.
Flash.
Okay.
Flash.
Who? Flash? No. They fucking kill Batman.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the Joker fucking kills him.
Huh.
In the first issue. I don't know which Batman comic or what comic it is. I just saw a video. You know when you scroll and you see stuff, and I pay attention because I see a lot of comic book stuff. But I just figured I'd throw that out there, and that's. Oh, I'm just seeing the new Running Man comes out November 14th. I just seen it on TV.
Good.
It does look good, and I'm old school with Arnold. I just saw the old one a couple weeks ago. You know what I mean? But now. The graphics, fucking, it'll be that I might go to the movies to see that one. Maybe.
Does that tie into the aliens sequence?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Hey, Gene, Quake, how you doing? So, okay. Now, is there any other Shane? I'll go start with you first. You know of any other pulp culture newsworthy stuff before we start
this
rolling?
Ed Gainey, I think it's a monster series.
Oh, you watched it?
I watched like 4 episodes and it just got too gruesome. It's a true story.
You can't finish it.
It's the character, this guy's life story. Hitchcock took it from a book about this guy's life in the 40s where he was a serial killer and put his mom's face on and all this other shit to do what movie?
Psycho.
So it's kind of like a docu series and it really.
He was the inspiration for Leatherface and Hannibal Lecter also.
Right.
So I haven't watched it yet, but from my understanding, this TV series is a lot of bullshit and a lot of embellishment that didn't actually happen.
Yeah.
Because it's the same guy who did the American Horror Story and Nip Tuck Show, and he just likes to go over the top with all his bullshit. And I've been told don't watch it by a lot of people.
Oh, wow.
So I would say don't watch it.
My one coworker, she said her and her husband watch it, and they were into it. And then actually that's Jax from Sons of Anarchy, which is fucking funny. Yeah. So
he looks like him. And the real guy, I mean, he was crazy. Because I went down that rabbit hole years ago when I saw the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Reading about it, you hear that it's based on this guy Ed Gein. So, I've read up on him before, and he had lampshades that were human skin and chairs that were upholstered with human skin and all sorts of crazy stuff. But
yes, it is active.
Well, and I'm not a big horror. I'm not big. I know it's Halloween time and everybody's doing their stuff and blah 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 blah. I'm not a big, and I watch a couple, but realistically, the guy who at the end of Texas Chainsaw Massacre that does the narrating, do you know who that guy was?
No.
Either any one of you? I'm coming up with these trivia stuff. It was John Larroquette from Night Court.
Oh.
In the original one.
In the original one, he's the one that was talking.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. He was pretty young probably back then, I'm sure. Yeah, but I'm not real into. I mean, there's a lot of horror movies. I see the one where a lot of, I don't like torture. I don't like that. I don't like that stuff either. To me, I think Silence of the Lambs and that first, scene is crazy. I like the Walking Dead stuff. That's about as good, and the monster movies with like the Mummy and Dracula.
Yeah,
and
that's more apocalyptic. The zombie stuff. I think I like the apocalyptic.
I'm not into serial killing stuff. I'm not into that stuff. That's not my cup of tea. I'm not into that, like, whatever. But I will say, the only pop culture stuff that I know, I'm on season 3 of Daryl Dixon. And I know some people aren't into that stuff,
What's
but
that
it's on AMC Plus. I still have that. And I enjoy it because it's him and Carol. They're in Spain now. And I know it's still going strong, okay, but it's in Spain, and it's like a fucking spaghetti western. They actually have one episode tied in that it's like he's like fucking Clint Eastwood with the Man with No Name and the fucking spaghetti westerns in one episode, and it was fucking really, really good. Like there's 2 more episodes to end the season. And I think season 4 is they finally maybe get back to the United States, back to Alexandria, and then they have to have Rick and Michonne and everybody. They have to have that big final because they haven't had it yet. Because the Dead City, I don't know if you guys ever watched that. That's season 2, and fucking Maggie turned on fucking Negan, and Negan was a bad reformed. He's like your anti whatever. And they're stuck in New York. Season 3, they have to band together, and they both hate each other now because she can't get over him killing Glenn, and fucking Negan is reformed. Shit happens at that. Hey, it's an apocalypse. You know what the fuck you gonna do? But season 3, they're in New York City, and they have to get the fuck out because is it the army or something? The remnants of the army's coming in or something to take over. Like it's like the authority or something. But I think season 3 is coming, and I think they'll have a big, huge thing. But I like it. People think I'm crazy, and it's still going strong, but it's not as popular as it was back in its heyday. It was like popular, and I have never got to see 28 Days or 28 Days Later or 28 Weeks or 28 Years. I've never seen any of that franchise. Have either of you seen that franchise?
Yes.
Yeah, 28 franchise is amazing.
Okay, well, I'm fucking behind the times. God damn it. So before we get to our ranking, Cable, do you have any pop culture stuff that you want to talk about before we started rolling here?
No, nothing really noteworthy. James Gunn did an interview. There was a little tidbit out of that where they're ready basically to start shooting the Superman sequel already. He did a couple drafts of the script, and he lined out, the next few projects, which none of them, we knew about them already. But he did tell the interviewer, he said, I can't tell you what it is, but in the next 5 projects is a TV series that nobody knows anything about, because we already know there's a Green Lantern show, there's season 2 of Creature Commandos. There's been rumors of a Blue Beetle show that carries on from the original movie.
Do you think he shows up tonight? Because I've heard that he might show up tonight in the final.
Doesn't sound like you're staying away from spoilers, Baba.
I am kinda. I
have no idea.
I don't know.
Who's going to play Batman in this universe?
They're still kicking that around.
Probably Jake Gyllenhaal. Probably.
No, he sucks.
They like him because of the road.
He's a good actor.
It's that other guy from Supernatural or something.
The dude who played what's his Soldier Boy.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
It's not the guy who played Reacher. He's too big.
Jensen Ackles.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, that's who a lot of people want. I don't care who they get, because I just want to see them make stuff. That's all I care about anymore. As long as I'm not always right, but thanks. Go ahead. Yeah. But I just want to see stuff because, like, did you guys see the Marvel Zombies yet? You guys get that?
Nope.
I started it, but I only got the first episode in.
Okay, well, when you do,
what you think?
Let me know.
The first episode was fun. It was really good. I'm not as big on Marvel's animated stuff. I don't like their animation style. How it's kind of like CG animation. I don't love their style, but I absolutely love that they are able to bring in most of the actual actors to do the voice acting. I love that fact. But like, What If? I kind of got tired of What If after the second season, and
I stopped watching.
Well, they had the Agents of Wakanda, and that studio went bankrupt.
Oh wow!
So I mean, it wasn't bad. It was only 4 episodes.
Did you hear that DC's done with animated films after this next round?
Wow. I did not hear that. Why? They get good stuff.
Their stuff sucks now. I hate it because they rebooted the universe and they changed the animation style to kind of like that Archer TV show.
Oh yeah,
and they recast all the voice actors because it's a new universe. It was they went through Infinite Crisis or Crisis on Infinite Earths and everything, and I don't like any of the stuff they're putting out. But they said Gunn is killing it. He doesn't want to. He wants to have just one solid connected universe. So no more after
the animated things out like that one where Superman landed in Russia, and there's all kinds of stupid shit out there.
Well, that's a really famous Superman comic that they adapted, Red Sun.
That stuff's not bad, Shane. It's the newer stuff that's probably.
Well, I'm just talking. They have so many different cartoons out that there's all over the place, and there's no continuity or theme.
No, there's a lot of stuff out there now. If we could sit at home all day and watch it, we'd be doing this all day and watching like whatever. We'd be good. So now let's get into this. This is probably. Did you think this was the hardest one out of us all?
No.
No.
Compared to last one.
Well, okay, so I see what Shane's saying. That one was very difficult for me, the team up one, because I didn't know I wasn't as versed. But from having to shape my list and figure out the top 10, like round out the list, this was very difficult because I had 20 movies at one point. I was like, I don't know who I can get rid of. So this was very difficult for me to formulate a solid list.
Well, every movie that I have on my list, I've saw. Some of them, that should be a requirement. Yeah, some of them, like I'd say 85 or 99, maybe 99%. I saw in a movie theater, which is back then. It was okay, but I had to look, and I looked at like the one to five, the top 500 movies from 2000 to 2009, because sometimes I don't know the date of when movies were made either. That has its thing for me.
That's why I did that.
I had to go look, but I did get 10. There's a lot of movies out there, and this top 10 is no genre. It's just movies that we like during that time period. So I'm going to start it. My number 10 is a comedy. And it wasn't on my list for comedies at that time, but it's due to the rankings of the decades, So mine is number 10 is Talladega Nights.
Oh, okay.
So
that is a good one. I was going to put that on there. I have a comedy that could fall under maybe Christmas or whatever. Elf, 2003.
Okay, that is a good one. Yeah, I did see that. Okay. Cable, you're number 10.
I do not have a single comedy in my top 10 or my honorable mentions, or at least not anything that's a straightforward comedy. And I only have one superhero movie, so
I know that's crazy too. That's yeah.
But my number 10, I went back and forth. It was number 10, then it was honorable mention. Like I kept interchanging. But my number 10 is Christopher Nolan, Christian Bale, Hugh Jackman, The Prestige from 2006.
Wow. I've never seen that movie.
Oh, you got to see it. It's so good. It came out, it was his movie right after Batman Begins. And, Christopher Nolan likes to use the same cast. Right. So he had Christian Bale, he had Michael Caine, Scarlett Johansson's in it, Rebecca Hall's in it, and there's somebody I'm forgetting that, but everybody thought he was already working on the sequel of Batman Begins when they were filming it because there was so much of his cast from Batman Begins. But then you got Hugh Jackman also, and it's two magicians in the 1800s that were friends, and then they start a feud, and it's phenomenal.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about, and Quake's got a whole lot of stuff. So, and Afton had Pirates of the Caribbean, which I seen that, but that's not on my list. Number 9. It could be, I don't know what we would call it. Would you call it like a rockumentary? Because it's a movie about a guy whose songs were iconic. He always dressed in black. Number 9 is Walk the Line. I went to the movies to see that. So, yeah, I'm a big Johnny Cash fan. I'm not a country. I'm not a country. Yes, you're right. I'm not a big country guy, but I don't consider him country. I consider him some kind of other kind of. And he played at IUP fucking like 40 years ago, and I was a little too young, but I mean his songs are iconic, and it just Walk the Line's my number 9. So Shane, your number 9 is?
My number 9 actually on the list. Mr. Quake put it in. Borat. I watched that movie probably 60 times, and every time I'm just you watch it and you feel uncomfortable for that person that's interacting with you.
Especially Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, it was good. Borat, 2006.
He's good now, though. I like his character now. Cable, you're number 9. I'm sorry, I'm all stuffy. I'm sorry.
My number 9 is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. It's Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet. It's a very experimental movie, drama. There's some comedy to it, relationship, romance type stuff, kind of a little bit. Heartbreaking movie though. It's a gut punch when you watch it, but it's one of a kind.
I saw it, but I didn't think I was smart enough to understand what was happening. So
it's an amazing premise. It takes place in a world where if you go through a bad breakup, you can have your memories of your ex removed, so you don't have to feel that pain and everything.
Oh my God, that would be awesome! All those fucking skeezers I dated, fucking wiped out completely. It'd be great.
Frodo's in it. He's stealing girls' underwear.
Oh, jeez. I've never seen it, though. Never seen it.
Love it.
Oh, okay. Number 8. To me, this is a part of a trilogy. And I had to watch it. I didn't get the concept of it when I watched it, the first time. And this might be the only movie that I didn't see in the movie theater. And I didn't understand it because it's a comic book based movie, and it had Bruce Willis, and it had Samuel Jackson, and it was the start of Unbreakable trilogy. Unbreakable is my number 8. Like I didn't catch it. Didn't dawn until the ending. You know what I mean? Like he was really a fucking superhero. Like he survived that train, and then you always have good, and Glass is always evil, and it just the whole trilogy. Yeah. So Shane, you're number 8.
My number 8.
Yeah, that's true.
One of those things where I wasn't smart enough to figure it out. I have the Lord of the Ring movies. I don't know what one's what. I don't know when they happened. I'm just saying Lord of the Ring movies.
Yeah. So I was going to have that too, but I didn't because
any of the. And I'm not a Lord of the Rings fan. It's just it was when I remember seeing it in the theater. I was like, "Whoa, that's beautiful," So.
What movie is this? I don't know this one.
That's the Firefly movie, I believe.
Okay. I've never saw the Firefly TV show. I've never seen it. I see that.
I never did either. Yeah, it's got a huge cult following. It's very, very famous, but they're popular. But it only had one season, you know.
Is that the one with Nathan? Yes. Yeah. Okay. So, Cable, you're number 8.
All right, my number 8. We'll get the superhero movie out of the way. I've said this on past lists, so I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it. In my eyes, it's the greatest superhero movie ever made, The Dark Knight.
Okay. That's the only one. I can't believe that. That's crazy, though. Because I'm just going right into snubbing, and now's the comic book movies. Number 7 is Sam Raimi's first Spider-Man, because seeing Spider-Man at the movie theater was very iconic, because I never thought, because I'm used to the guy who was fighting the fucking burglars, in the 1970s with the shitty ass attire. So, and seeing it on the screen was iconic for me. So number 7 was the original Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. Shane?
Number 7. I haven't met anybody that didn't like this movie. No Country for Old Men.
I saw that.
Good one.
I saw that.
2007.
Good one.
Shane, you said that one, and then that. Who starred in that? Who starred in that?
Oh my gosh, who didn't?
Was
star?
it
Josh Brolin?
Yeah, and Josh Brolin.
The Spanish guy.
Javier Bardem.
Yep.
Is he Spanish or was he French? I just.
And he has that. He has this, like a gun that shoots air. He kills people with it.
The thing that they kill cattle with.
Yeah. Yep.
Gotcha. Okay, I saw that a long time ago. Didn't it win an Oscar or something?
Won Best Picture.
Won Best Picture.
Okay.
And I think he won Best Supporting Actor, Javier Bardem.
Yeah.
Okay. Cable, you're number 7.
My number 7, this movie is exactly, it's like it was almost made for me. It checks all the boxes for me. Brad Pitt, Cate Blanchett, David Fincher directing, Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I watch this movie often. It's a longer movie. It's a little slower paced, but I love movies that span decades or long periods of time. I love watching things change over time and watching him get younger. And, he's in his prime in like the 60s. And, then the super tragic, sad ending of, him as a baby, but he's really like a 90-year-old man that has dementia and all this stuff, and she has to take care of him. It's an amazing fantasy type movie.
I never seen that movie the whole way through.
I love it. I think it's worth a watch.
Okay. Number 6. Before he got a little crazy, okay. He had one franchise. He had a couple movies. One of the greatest movies of all time that he ever acted in was Braveheart. But this is not Braveheart. I thought when he played the patriarch of the family before the American Revolution, I thought it was really good. Heath Ledger was in there as his son. And I like movies like that. And I put The Patriot as my number 6 with Mel Gibson.
Great. One of the best ambush scenes. If you ever want to teach someone how to do linear ambush, show them that part of The Patriot where they go out and he puts his kids in line, and it's a hasty ambush. Good movie.
Yeah, excellent movie. I forgot about that, Bob, but that's a good pick.
Like I said, a lot of movies, I don't remember when the dates. I had to check stuff out. Like, there is so many movies that I left off this list. It's unreal, and we're all big movie connoisseurs, but I mean, to do 10 years in a decade is very, 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 very hard. So
why don't we see more movies set around the American Revolution? I don't understand that. Because there's 50 World War II movies, they're starting to crank up the World War I movies, all these other, how many Vietnam movies, but you don't see anything about the American Revolutionary War, and that's such a critical turning point in the world. So I don't know. Maybe they're worried about upsetting the Brits.
Maybe. Who would play George Washington? I don't know. Okay. So Shane, you're number 6.
This barely made it in because it came out in 2009, and everybody's like, "Oh, Quentin Tarantino." Well, this is Inglourious Bastards, man. You got Brad Pitt.
That's a good movie.
Christoph Waltz. You got Michael Fassbender, Eli Roth. Mike Myers is in it even.
Mm-hmm.
About that. What a great movie.
Good. That was a good pick. Good.
That was a really good pick.
Cable, you're number 6.
All right, my number 6 is the last movie. There's a couple on here that deal with drama and love and all that stuff. This is the last soft movie on my list, but it's lost in. Yeah, it's lost in translation. Bill Murray and Scarlett Johansson in Japan, and it's one of the loneliest movies I've ever seen in my life. They nail that aspect of it, and you're just screaming for these two people to find somebody because the loneliness just comes through the screen and grabs you. And it's a hell of a movie. It's Bill Murray is probably his best role of his life.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. That probably because I think he got like a lot of critical acclaim, and I think he got a lot of awards for it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, this guy's been a Hollywood actor, and he's still alive. God bless America. The movie was, he was fucked off. His son was a fucking douchebag. His fucking son and his family were douchebags. His wife died, and the neighbors were Vietnamese.
Oh.
Yep. And he wanted to get off my lawn.
Gran Torino.
It's Gran Torino with Clint Eastwood and he fucking's like, I never thought that was coming at the end of the movie, and he fucking had some compassion, and he lost his family because his son was a douchebag and his daughter-in-law and the kids were spoiled brats, and he took to the neighbors and, they gave him food. And that's one of, besides The Outlaw Josie Wells, that's probably one of Clint's greatest movies, I think. Kind of reminds me of my old man. But anyway.
A girl I worked with, her grandfather passed away maybe 18 months, 2 years ago. Uh-huh. And he had a 1970 Gran Torino with a 428 Cobra Jet engine. Oh. And I said, that's a really valuable car. So she had someone come in, fix the brakes up, fix things up, and she sold it for a good bit of money.
Oh, wow. Damn. So Shane, what is your number 5?
Guys, my number 5 is, I don't even know if it's the best one that he's in. How can I say this? Daniel Craig's first James Bond appearance is Casino Royale, 2006. So it went from a campy Die Another Day in 2002, which still falls in that decade, to being a really hard edge kind of, what we know now as the modern James Bond. So,
I've never seen any of Craig's movies as Bond, and I know I'm bad. I'm sorry. I'm bad with that, and I wanted to do a James Bond whatever, and I just never have. And I know that trilogy of him in it. It's fucking great, and I just didn't.
If you put it on your list, Bubba, it's gonna get cold. You might have a little bit of time. Tammy might watch it, but it's top 5 for me. Casino Royale. What a great movie.
I'll get the boss to watch it. I think because winter's coming, and there's a lot of stuff that I need to watch. But I at least I'm honest. I didn't watch it. I know I'm gonna catch hell from the crowd. But so now you're number 5, Cable.
Real quick, Casino Royale, I just want to back up what Shane said. That I think the 2006 Casino Royale is one of the best James Bond movies of all time. Regardless of who played them, it is top tier. And the Daniel Craig ones, they're kind of like hit or miss. Something like Quantum of Solace isn't that great, but Casino Royale is fantastic. So just had to throw my 2 cents in there. Awesome pick.
And the fact that you're like, okay, Pierce Brosnan was the guy 4 years prior and kind of campy, and James Bond. This is hard. It pivoted James Bond to being a hard, gritty character instead of this campy kind of,
right. Transitional period. Quake said,
5 minutes in, he's drowning the guy in a bathroom sink. Yeah, yeah, he didn't fuck around in that movie.
Yeah.
But
I like
my number 5. I like Pierce Brosnan. I think Sean Connery is the man.
I like Roger Moore. Like, I liked everybody. I just never saw Daniel Craig's version of Bond. So I liked everybody else before him, except for the one guy that played it one time. I mean, that was whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sean has the voice and Craig has the body. Craig's not a big dude, but yeah. What was your number? Your number 5?
My number 5 is the epitome of why some movies just shouldn't get sequels. I think my number 5 is, I put it as number 5. It's one of the best of the decade. Recently, there was a sequel that was made of it that was just complete dog shit, and it just tarnished the hell out of the movie, in my opinion. Number 5 is Gladiator.
Good movie. Very good.
I love it. I think it is, it's an achievement.
Maximus. Yeah, I went to the movie theater and saw I went with Matt Morgan.
Yeah.
Me and Matt Morgan, God bless his soul. He's up in Alaska, man. Up there hiking, saving dogs, man. So I know he's not watching, but hats off to Matt. Matt took his ride and went up to Alaska, and he's been up there ever since, saving dogs in Alaska, because they some dogs can't get food and stuff, and Matt rescues them and puts them in shelters and gives them homes and stuff.
Awesome.
So yeah. Aren't you? Yeah. Are you not entertained? Good movie.
Father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife.
Good movie.
Yeah.
Really good movie. Okay. I had that on my list, but it's not on my. I had it on my list, but it's the Gladiator. Had it on my list, but it didn't make my honorable mention because I only had 5 or 6.
Yeah.
But it's still great. I mean, I think that's Russell Crowe's best fucking role ever, by far.
Yeah, I agree. Nice Guys, if you've ever seen that. Nice Guys is a.
I see that one. That's good too.
Also.
Yeah,
that's really good. So,
yeah.
How can you top his turn as Maximus?
And then fucking he got heavy, and then once he got heavy, he just went. I don't know what happens. Shane fucking sent this thing on Facebook with fucking Jonah Hill fucking looking so goddamn fucking skinny. He fucking, I was like,
not just tonight. I promise you, I said it was Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah, you did. and it looked, and he looked like her. But that dude hasn't been funny since he was fat. Like, I heard he was an asshole. I heard he's a really asshole.
Yeah, he is, and then he likes to make it out like he's the victim and everybody's being a dick to him. But yeah, he's a dickhead.
Yeah, I just don't think he's funny anymore because he's not fat. He lost his funniness. So, okay. Wow, number 4. Number 4 is another movie I don't think I saw in a movie theater, but every time it's on, I'll watch it. Because he's another dude playing another dude playing another dude. Number 4 for me is Tropic Thunder. Tropic Thunder is just so fucking good. I don't care. If I want a good laugh, that's one of the comedies where I'll get a good laugh, and that's one of them right there. So,
absolutely.
Shane,
my number 4. I can't believe you guys haven't put it. You guys did have it in there, but 2008's The Dark Knight.
I have it somewhere else.
No.
No. You're gonna.
Don't spoil it, Bubba. Just tell us later.
Yeah, well, I will. There's a lot of movies that I could have had, and it's just so. these could be interchangeable an hour from after the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, my mood is this. Yeah.
So. Right. Okay. Well, Cable, you're number 4.
The number 4 is the first movie out of the trilogy. The only one to make it onto the actual list from the trilogy. And I have had a complete turnabout in thoughts on this. At one point in my life, when I was younger and maybe not as, I don't know. At one point, I thought that this was the most boring out of the trilogy. And now I've gone full circle, and I think it's the best. It's Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring.
The ending's so goddamn long. Is that the one? No,
this is the first one out of the trilogy.
Okay.
I used to think it was boring because it's slow. It starts off slow. The second one, you're already battling. It picks up right at the end, and it has that amazing fight scene at Helm's Deep in the rain and everything when they're defending the castle. And the third one has epic fight scenes, but now I think the third one is so bloated, and there's parts of it that I just don't care for, like them going to get the Ghost Army, and things like that. And so I've come full circle, kind of changed my whole thought process. And I think out of each movie in the trilogy, Fellowship stands on its own the best. It feels the closest to a complete movie. And I love the journey. I love getting introduced to the hobbits at the beginning. And without that great introduction, you don't feel the burden that they go through. So that movie does so much heavy lifting for the rest of the trilogy. So that's my number 4.
Yeah, I went and saw that. I saw the first trilogy in the movie theater. I think I saw the first Hobbit, but then I just didn't finish. I didn't complete it. I don't know why it happened. I mean, I don't. Jesus Christ,
the Hobbit trilogy is not that good.
Yeah, I don't have 12 hours of my life to sit in front of the thing unless it's a killer live stream or something. You know what I mean? But yeah, and I do like the Lord of the Rings. I mean, I didn't have them on my list. My number 3, which is probably the only animated movie, which when I saw this for the first time, now this is fucking corny, I know, but the opening to this fucking movie is so fucking depressing. What? I mean, and this is way before I had a fucking smoking hot wife and fucking whatever, and I wasn't married. I didn't have a girlfriend. And I saw that, and you know what I mean? He lost his wife of fucking many years, and he goes on this fucking, and he hooks up with a boy and squirrel. You know what I mean? Like,
you might want to word that a little different. He didn't hook up with the boy.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean.
Traveling together.
Yeah. No, well, he mentored the boy. He didn't. Yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein.
No, he didn't do that. No.
Oh, no, what is it?
My number 3 is Up.
Oh,
Ed Asner. That's one of the Pixar. That's one, and there's a whole bunch of Pixar movies that I do like. I do like. Look, I know I'm an old man, but I do like a good cartoon. So, but that one there was
when they're good, and that's probably Pixar's best movie. I mean, maybe the first Toy Story or something, but
right.
My hat off to you, Bubba. I'm impressed. I'm embarrassed. I didn't even make it on my list.
I was crying. I'm like, oh fuck
that opening.
Yeah, I was fucking
tears your heart out.
I was single. I wasn't fucking doing nothing. I was hooking up with whores. I mean, my life was in disarray.
Yeah, it hit you there.
It hit me hard, man. It hit me hard. So Shane, you're number 3. Oh, that's a good sound bite. Hooking up with whores. That's great.
Oh, my number 3. Let me look at my list here, kids. I lost my track. Got to pull it back up. My number 3 is Shrek.
Oh, so started an animation thing here in the third spot. Okay. Right on.
Very nice. Very nice.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to stop the animation train because I don't have that.
You don't have a one. I know you don't have a one.
That's my only one. That's my only one.
I can't believe I didn't think of Up. If I would have thought of it, it might have made it on my list. Honestly, that's such a good pick, Bubba. Shrek's awesome too. Monsters Inc. is cool. I like Monsters Inc.
Yeah, I like too.
My number 3, we're gonna move to a little bit far away of the land. We're gonna ship up to Boston. The Departed, I think, is one of the movies of the decade. I fucking love that movie. Matt Damon, Leonardo DiCaprio, top of their games. Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg's so good in that.
He is so good in that. And Alec Baldwin, Martin Sheen. It's just a huge cast. Jack Nicholson. Amazing cast, amazing story. Martin Scorsese finally wins the best director for that.
That's Afton's number 1.
Yeah, absolutely love it. It's a remake of a Japanese movie or Chinese movie, Infernal Affairs. I forget what country. And people say it's not superior to that original version, but I can't even picture that.
Good pick. Very good pick. Very, very good pick.
Thank you.
Okay. My number 2 was my number 1 sports movie. Number 2 was Remember the Titans.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Very good movie. Yeah.
That's great one movie that just doesn't hit it for me. It just doesn't hit me in the feels.
It hits me because of the racial injustice and everybody coming together. Like, right now the world needs to come together. Like, I'm trying to get that at work right now. Everybody have a fucking come to Jesus moment and come together. If I got to be the rallying point, I got to be the shining light. I will. I'll take the brunt, but goddamn, don't take me out of the building. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's just strong side, weak side. You know what I mean? Like, it's a true story, and it's always good about teams that get to another level. I like sports movies anyway. I mean, I like a lot of movies, but that has something because of the Denzel Washington played a great role, and the other actor who's been in major roles. He was in Armageddon. He was in The Punisher. Yeah. That guy's a good actor too. So my number 2 is Remember the Titans. So Shane, your number 2?
My number 2 goes back to 2006, and I have to disagree with Cable. I don't have it at number 3. I have it at number 2, Departed.
Very nice.
Good. That's a good one. Banger. Okay, Cable Man, on your number 2, what do you got?
My number 2 was already mentioned. It was already somebody's pick. Shane picked this earlier in the list. To me, I think this is a perfect movie. I don't think a single thing can be pointed out that is wrong with this movie. I will watch it anytime I see it's on. I will stream it. I get sucked into it every single time. No Country for Old Men is an absolute perfect gem of a movie to me.
Nice. Good pick. Okay, now my honorable mentions before I give my number 1. My honorable mention, one of them is 300. Great fucking movie. I tried to do the 300 workout. It didn't last long. The Dark Knight I saw in Florida. I'm going to go with let's see. The Incredibles.
Oh,
that's my other one. I like the first one, and then Iron Man.
Okay.
And I think one more would be from The Hangover. Those are my honorable mentions. This is a very hard topic and category because you got 10 years of a decade, to do all this. And Miracle is good. I had Miracle, but I don't have enough. And Afton had Shrek, the B-Movie, Hangover, 28 Days Later, and Seabiscuit. Quake had We Are Marshall. Now, my my number one movie was Cable's number 3 movie, Shane's number 2 movie, and my number 1 movie is The Departed. The finale. I mean, the fucking turn. Like, I'm like, holy fuck. It's been a while since I watched it. I do like those kind of movies. I like I do like the gangster, the fucking mafia. I do like all those movies too. And Jack Nicholson was fucking everybody that you said, the Cable that was acting in that was a great movie. That's my number 1. So yeah, that was good. I never saw that. Never saw that. And Afton said it's her number 1 too. So me and you Afton are on the same page. So Shane, do you have any
I do. I have honorable mentions.
Go ahead.
First one, you guys mentioned it, Gladiator. Honorable mention. These two, you boneheads missed out on some good movies. I didn't pick it because I thought both you would have these. Mystic River from 2003.
That's a good one.
That's
a really good one.
Is that the one where it no, is that the one where it's like it's Clint Eastwood? It's Clint Eastwood, and he something about
he directed it, and Sean Penn's daughter gets killed, and Tim Robbins is in it also.
Is it a cover up or something? Is like a political cover up?
It's a murder. It's just really lots of layers to it. It's really
they thought their friend did it, because Kevin Bacon, Tim Robbins, Sean Penn, and somebody else were all friends growing up, and they think Tim Robbins did it out of their friend group.
I don't think I've seen that movie.
You might be thinking of Gone Baby Gone.
No, I'm thinking when Gene Hackman was Clint Eastwood, and Gene Hackman was some kind of political, and Gene Hackman killed somebody, and it was a cover up or something. And Clint Eastwood was in that.
Unforgiven.
Totally different movie. No, this is
no.
Okay. The last honorable mention probably should have been on my list. Daniel Day-Lewis, There Will Be Blood, 2007. Cable.
I'd never seen
banger
that
movie.
Oh, Bubba.
I know. I don't get out much.
But I know both of you meatheads have seen this. And the fact that you don't have it on here, shame on both of you. And why I picked it, because it came out in 2008. I was just getting over having a bad head injury. Spend a little bit of time Walter Reed. I just, trying to get my shit together, and it hit me in the feels. And even though I had never wrestled, it's The Wrestler.
Yeah, it was in. I didn't. It was on mine, but it wasn't in my top 10. But it would have been on my honorable mention. But yeah,
that's it, baby. Number 1 for Shane's The Wrestler. But
wow. Now I feel like a total douchebag. Yeah, that was a good. That was a good pick, Shane.
Don't worry, I saved the day for both you two by putting it up.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Cable, your honorable mentions.
Okay, my honorable mentions. I'm going to steal a few. I'm going to tack on The Wrestler, Unbreakable, and Up while I'm at it. Thank you, gentlemen. I almost put Unbreakable on my list. I was trying to find room for it. I couldn't, And I thought about The Wrestler because Wrestler is very high on my sports movie list.
Right.
It didn't make it in. But for honorable mentions, Training Day. Hell of a movie, hell of a performance by Denzel Washington. Yeah. Ethan Hawke's really strong in that too. There Will Be Blood. Honorable mention. I absolutely love that movie. Daniel Day-Lewis, amazing performance. Requiem for a Dream is another pick, honorable mention. It was actually in our thumbnail. I was impressed to see it in the thumbnail. Yeah. Devastating movie. It's not an enjoyable watch, but it's a good movie. The second Lord of the Rings movies that I mentioned earlier, Two Towers. And my last honorable mention is Memento, Christopher Nolan's first big hit.
Okay, because that's all that, and I think it was in the comments, and I was like, I've never seen that movie either.
Memento is a fucking trip. Memento is a bonkers movie. Like I said, Christopher Nolan's breakout movie, his first big hit, and it's kind of like typical Christopher Nolan, where he picks a kind of idea or construct and just plays with it, like how Dunkirk he plays with time, Tenet he plays with time. Memento is a guy that was attacked in a home invasion. His wife is raped and killed. He's hit in the head and he can't create memories anymore. He's got short-term memory issues. So he can only remember up to a certain point in his life. And he's trying to track down his wife's killer. So he gets tattoos all over his body as he figures stuff out, and he has to keep leaving himself notes. But the movie is told in two different directions. There's black and white scenes, and then there's color scenes. And everything in black and white is moving backwards, and everything in color is moving forwards. And it's just, it blows your mind. And you see the end of the movie at the beginning, and it's still somehow, by the time you get to the end of the movie, it ends up being a twist surprise. Even though you saw what happened, everything has changed, and it's an achievement. Yeah, it's, if you get a chance to check it out, definitely do it. But I'm going to let all of the air out of the room with my number one. It's going to be a big disaster. I probably shouldn't have been last in this rotation. My number one is Vanilla Sky. I don't know that I would say it's the best movie ever made, but it is my personal favorite movie of all time. And so I have to put it.
Wait a minute. Is that the Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman movie?
No, that's Tom Cruise, Cameron Diaz, Penelope Cruz.
Is this where he worked on that, like, the turbine for the water and shit, or?
Nope. No, he's just a rich playboy, millionaire.
All that sexual shit, yeah.
Yeah, and him and Cameron Diaz are fuck buddies, and then he meets Penelope Cruz and falls in love with her. And Cameron Diaz drives herself off of a bridge with Tom Cruise in the car, and his face is all mangled, and his body's all crippled, and then it just takes a turn, and you never know what's real in the movie. It's just all this stuff keeps happening, and you're like, what the fuck is happening? But the music is amazing. There's pop culture references in it all the time. They're always flashing subliminal pictures at you throughout the movie, and there's dreams and there isn't dreams, and it's a thrill ride for me, and it's the epitome of a pop culture movie, and it's just, I saw it at a certain age, and it's always stuck with me. Kurt Russell's in it. He's fantastic. Jason Lee is in it. He's very good. The cast is stellar. It's
I've never.
Oh my god!
I've seen it, but it's one of those ones
like, what?
Like,
it's my favorite movie of all time. So it came out
like. Didn't it? I mean, it didn't make. I mean, it was a big budget production, but it didn't make a lot. Was that my?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't a big budget movie. It was. They didn't. It was a smaller, regular budget movie. They did for it the first time in the history of cinema. They were able to get Times Square shut down so that they could film Tom Cruise running through Times Square.
What was the movie with Cruise and Nicole Kidman? What movie was that?
Eyes Wide Shut.
Okay, so that was the fucking way worse one then, because then I thought this was that. Okay, I never seen that. I never saw either one, so I am fucking way out of luck.
Vanilla Sky is very polarizing. It's got a cult following now. I remember existing at a time where either nobody knew what it was or everybody hated it. It's better received now. Cameron Crowe's the director. That's what I was trying to think of.
He's a good director.
Yeah, he did Jerry Maguire, Almost Famous.
Yeah, well, he did. Yeah, and I was going to put Almost Famous in my list because I thought that was a good movie.
That is, and it's based on his life loosely.
Yeah,
he was the writer.
Wow, that's never would have. Well, I'm a bet man. I would have never bet that. I'd have never bet that. Woo! This one was a hard one. I think. Now I know, ladies and gentlemen, next week I got me and Shaner will be doing live streaming because the Pittsburgh Steelers will be playing the Cincinnati Bengals with fucking Joe Flacco. And congratulations to you beating the Buffalo Bills.
Thank you. That's a defining win right there. He knows what our ceiling is, after that.
Well, fucking right. Now you can beat them again, and then that looks good for us. And beat
We'll
you.
be at home for the next one.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. So we won't be able to do this probably next Thursday.
Nope.
So we're gonna be doing a football streaming on Steelers Dynasty podcast. So, and then 2 weeks we'll be able to talk about Peacemaker and other stuff coming up. So what are we doing because these top 10s are fucking crazy. These are actually pretty good. I think this is good shit. So what I can't believe the Giants are winning either. I can't believe it either. I'm watching.
I love it. That Jackson Dart, I think he's a fucking douchebag, but if he beats the Eagles, then that's good for me. So
yeah, well, Scattaboo is fucking good too. Yeah.
Shane, you have some good ideas. You want to do top 80s action?
What's your idea, Shane?
80s action movies or 80s or 90s action. It could be.
Let's do one decade because
you know, 80s and I would say, there's a time from I'd say like 85 to 95 is the big action movies, but you could do 80 to 90. I don't care.
Well, we could do 80 and we could do 90 at another one too. I think
there's probably enough action movies to do.
Okay. Action movies.
Yeah. And it's it got to be action movies. Could be action comedy or whatever, but action. I know this one here when there's a lot of fucking movies that I missed that I've seen and I couldn't get on the list. I bet you we could do year by year and still fucking, you know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Yeah, there's probably still you can do 10 movies.
So okay, in 2 weeks we'll do 80s action movies. I'll do the thumbnail and we'll do it. We'll see everybody in 2 weeks because next Thursday it'll be preempted for the Steelers. I hate Thursday night games. I don't like fucking Thursday night games at all. I hate them. I just don't like them.
I think I'm in the minority. I love them. It's football on another night for me. I hate when back when it was only on Sundays. That's a bummer to me. I want football on as many nights out of the week as I can get it.
I'd rather have Thursday than Sunday night, I think.
I'd rather have Monday night, and Sunday. I'd rather have Sunday all day and then Monday, and that's it. Because then it just gives. But it used to be good though. It's not good now because of it's just the announcers and just the way it is because they get these shitty.
Because we don't have the Booger Mobile anymore. That's what it all went down.
Fuck him. He's terrible. We just don't have. I mean, the scheduling is just terrible. Thursday night games have been actually very competitive and very better than Monday night games, I think.
Well, they used to suck the whole year around, right. And then I think NFL they realized that. Now, what I said is I would love it if football was on every night. I don't want the Patriots to play any of those, though. I want the Patriots only on Sundays because I hate waiting the extra day when they play on a Monday because you watch all the other teams play and you're just sitting around not watching your team. And then when they play Thursday, you're not going to see them again for 10 days. And so I don't like breaking up the Sunday routine with my team. But if there was a game like this, that's cool enough for me.
Well, so are you boys going to watch Peacemaker right after this?
Absolutely.
That's where I'm going. I'm grabbing the woman and we're going to watch it because I want to see how it ends because I won't be able to do anything on my phone because the spoilers will be out of control. But yes, so 2 weeks, everybody. We'll be doing 80s action hero top 10 80s action hero movies. We'll talk about the last episode of Peacemaker. We appreciate all you guys coming on and playing with us with your movies and giving your lists to Afton and to Quake and to Devil. He's going to watch it later. He said he's at a venue. Gene jumped on. We appreciate you guys so much. I'm going to try to do a wrestling show tomorrow because they're going to be in Australia. But I don't know. I don't know what time because I'm going to try to work overtime, and it's so hard because I hurry up and lift it real quick and I'm here. So if I do a show tomorrow, it might be 10 o'clock wrestling show, and the wrestling shows aren't as good as this. I like doing this stuff here, but I appreciate you two so much. Cable, thank you as always. Shane, thank you. I will see you Sunday at 12:30 when we got the live stream. And I hope that I'm not fucking swearing and cursing and Yeah, so it's going to be a dogfight, but we're going to win. So you guys, thank you guys so much as always. We'll see everybody on the Triple B Experience Thursday night edition in 2 weeks. Good night, everybody. Have a great night, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace out, people.